RC Addicts, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. All right, so you saw it. We crashed. But it survived to fly another day. It did take off and come back home. So it's a win-win. So after that, I decided to get a couple of things to do, take some preventative and precautionary measures to safeguard against damage. Not to say it walked away undamaged. If you can see here, there's a little crack right there. You see that where my thumb is? And it goes around a little bit. But what I'm going to do is take some of this super glue to keep it from spreading. Put it on the edges. What else happened? Okay, here at the front, I think it just got loosened up. I'm sure when I take that screw out and put it back, it should fit flush. So what I got to keep this kind of safe, we got a protective cover for the back. Okay, this goes right over top here. We've got prop guards, and we've got a couple of aluminum gimbal guard protectors. Those will go up front. So let's go ahead and get this guy out. See what we get in here. It's nice plastic orange piece. And I chose orange for high contrast and visibility should I have to go find it in the grass or somewhere. High visibility. Comes with a tool, spare screws or replacement screws. I reckon these to be longer since this part was going to sit on top. So let's go ahead and get that done real quick. Use the included tool to undo your screws here. Set those aside. You get your cover. You just line it up with the light. You see your LED right there and the two screw holes. You're just going to take this and put that right on top. Just like so. You're lined up with your screw holes. Now you take the screws that you got here, and I'll show you. They are a bit longer than the ones that we just took out of the Avata 2. There we go. Got 3 of them out. They send you spares just in case you drop it. So I'm going to show you. See, This is the screw that comes with the kit. That's the screw that comes stock. So we'll just put those short screws aside in case we want to go back to normal. And we'll just go ahead and get these in there. All right. So all these, I should have weighed all this stuff before putting it on there, but it shouldn't add too much weight to this drone to kill or drain the battery, because they're fairly light pieces. I didn't do a before and after comparison weight. I should have done that. Oop. Okay, so here we have our back is secure. Now we're just going to take our screws and put them in the bag. All right, good and set. See how she looks? All right, now next, before we put the prop guards on, let's go ahead and take care of the gimbal and get the protectors on there. So in this bag, and you know what? I don't think I'm going to go ahead and use the super glue. I think I've changed my mind on it because I'd hate to get the balance off, one, two, make a mess, and three, these should cover that spot. So, and four, I have the DJI coverage, so should it fall apart and get worse in the future, taken care of. Okay? So, in your bag, you get your, again, spare screws, which should be longer than what comes out of here. You get your tool. We already have one out, so I think, and then we have our guards, aluminum. Okay, so let's get, let's get going. This one. All right. So this does not, this is too big. All right. Let's try the one that came with the protector, because we know that worked. Okay. All right. So I think what's going to be the thing here is this is too big. The one that comes with this kit is too big to take these screws out, but it should be the right size to put the replacements in. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. We're going to take out this side here. We're going to do left first. Or, yeah, well, depends on which side you're facing. You're looking at the drone, which would be your left. So, facing drone left. So we're going to take this screw out here. This is the one that's got that gap in the plastic there. Hopefully, when we put the new screw in, it draws all that back together. Okay, now if you notice, the bottom screw here is longer than the top screw that came out from your stock. So remember that, okay? I'm going to show you up close. This is the one that came out of the top. From here, this is the one that came out of the bottom here. So let's set these aside and compare them to the two we're going to use. Okay, now these that come out of your pack are all the same length. So there's no confusing which should go on top and which should go below. Here's a comparison of what came out of the Avata 2. Both significantly shorter. Okay, so let's go ahead and set these aside. And we'll find the side that goes here. You have little tabs or notches that goes inside where those screws you just remove the screws, okay? You just line it up, and it fits. It sits right there. Just line it up and get your screw in. Oop. Maybe I should at least hold one point. We'll get this top one started. Let's do that. Okay, got top screw started. We can put the bottom one on. If it doesn't pull that gap shut, it's okay, because drone still flies as it should. As long as we get it together the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so didn't really pull it in as much as I thought it was going to, but it's on there. Okay, that's one side. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get the other one on. Okay, here we have it. Gimbal protector on both sides. Now, your gimbal was sort of protected by these orange ones already, but they sat so close to your gimbal, your lens, it really didn't give that much forgiveness of space. So this gives it a few more millimeters of space. Okay? And I did have an ND filter on there when I was flying, and thankfully I didn't lose it. Did not pop off. So now let's go ahead. Look at these guys here. This is what it is. For the prop guards. You can get it on Amazon. This is where I got all these. Okay, that's your prop guard. This is the back protector. And it's all the same brand. Actually, you can buy this. These two come together. That's the brand right there. Okay. And this one was the gimbal protector. All from Amazon. Everything's made in China. All right. Let's get these out and on. Now, it doesn't say if there's a top or bottom, but yeah, you can see what side goes with what. So this should be just as easy as just clipping it on. There's that. And yeah, see, it does cover that crack right there. Make sure when you're getting it on there, the little sleeve goes over. Otherwise, it'll just fall right off. It kind of clicks into place. You'll feel it. Doesn't make an audible sound. But once you get them on there, you'll know when they're on. All right. There we have it. We have our drone nice and protected and highly visible. So I got to go find it in the bush. And what I do with the parts, the screws that came out of here, is just spare screws that came out, put them all together and put them in your drone box or your drone bag. That way you know where they are at all times. Mine are going into the Avata 2 box. That's it. So we got the full install, prop guards, protectors, gimbal protector, body protector. And like I said, these aren't very weighty items. Like, I should have weighed this before I started putting them on there. But I started, and once I started, I didn't want to stop. So we have our high vis Avata and protected. All right. I think that's going to be it for today's video. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share so other people can see it. Yeah, that's me, Jeff C, and the Avata 2, telling you to get out and fly an RC. That's it for the repair and fortification video. And yeah, until next time, Avata 2 and accessories for the win. Peace. God bless.